And welcome back, folks, to more Shadows over Loathing. Last time we played, we were looking for money because we wanted to stop another haunting, and that's what we did. But we need to purify it, and we need to use the uncursing machine. That's what we're gonna do. The pocket watch. That's what it was. Did we actually use the spittoon? No. You sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing down on your head. What would you like to uncurse today? The machine snorts the pocket watch up to its dome and begins its strange and loud work. The pocket watch has pulled this way and that. Ticks become ticks, and it talks, and as its three hands are forcibly bent back, you swear you hear screams. And then it's done. The watch falls on your lap. Hands now set to 16:22:43. The watch's curse now resides within the machine. You want to project your consciousness into it. Why not? In your mind's eye, you see the hands of the pocket watch spin back on themselves with jittery violence. With each revolution, the face of the watch itself expands until it's larger than you and the building and the street. The whole world lives in the blur of the fast-running hands, in which you see life go by in reverse time. Submarines turn into longships, cities into stone dwellings, cowboys to courtesans. You are traveling faster and faster to the beginning of time itself. There's no telling when this ride will end. Hold on tight. We're a dinosaur. Calliope is sleeping on her towel. Eat the cat! No. Not gonna eat the cat. Eat the chessboard. No, we're not gonna eat the chessboard. Open the door. Eat the cat? You're completely contained here, unless you figure out how to open doors. Break the door down, I'm a big dinosaur. Huh. You slap your prehistoric tummy against the wood, but it doesn't make a dent. Maybe that's why the dinosaurs went extinct. Couldn't open doors. Roar. Alright, eat the cat. Wow. Eat the chess. Chomp chomp. That's Charles' desk. Eat Charles? Grark. Hey, easy does it, baby. We're all hungry. Please help, I'm a dinosaur. Can you open the door for me? Leave. What do we tell him? Oh, I'm a dinosaur. What do we do, chat? Roar, roar, roar. What? What was that? Greta garbled? Help, I'm a dinosaur. Roar, roar. Yeah, baby, yeah. Unstitched the rug. 200 dexterity. There's nobody you need to call right now. Check for messages. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Dinosaur. No phone number. Eat the phone. Gabby nods cheerfully at you. Eat Gabby. To do. Open a door. Eat Jessica. Eat Gabby. Eat cat. Jessica looks pretty busy. Eat Jessica. What strangeness afflicts thee? Never mind, for the sun transits the horizon, and I grow ever the more in need of thy assistance. Understand, whilst you sleep under this roof, thou art my lodger, and a signature on this paperwork is by me required. When did you start talking like this? Nor more. Provocative remark, sir, and by thee well made. Can you open the doors for me? Curious, sir, for I do not believe those doors to be locked. Well, what do I know? And thou will find in the telephone table thither a key to satisfy thy need. Eat Gabby. Whoa there, Hoss. What's got you all horns and rattles? Been dipping into the nose paint again? Hey, Gabby doesn't talk like that. Growl. Sure is, partner, sure is. Hey, Gabby, I'm a dinosaur. Orgorf. Whoopa, peep you. I'm the quickest draw in the West, sure enough. Arr. Can you open the door? Oh, I don't know. I never had a head for puzzles, Chabe. That's got me right funkified. Sayonara, boss. Oh. Knock the chair over. You gained 1 dexterity. That's how we do it. We gotta dex up. Flip the table. Dexterity. Pull out the drawers. Dexterity. Open the desk. Even more dexterity. Oh, damn. Eat cat. No dex. No dice. Eat the table. Your stomach is bigger than your brain, and you devour the entire table in a few bites. The key to the doors now lies safe and sound in your dinosaur stomach. Uh-oh. Whoops. Howdy, Chabby. What you chewing on? Snuff for me. Same as always. Heh. Dr. Charles. Real groovy pocket watch you got there, Chabby. I like the way it ticks. You understand me? Yes. Roar. Lots of power in that timepiece. Lots of power. Would you make a promise to me, baby? Could you promise not to throw that power away? A lot of good can be done with that groovy power, baby. Charles, don't call me baby. I hear you, kitty cat. What do you say, kitty cat? You want to? Will you do me a promise? Promise not to throw away the groovy power in the timepiece? Yeah, let's do it, man. Garnor. Groovy, kitty cat. Absolutely smashing. Shake on it. Kitty cat holds out his hand. Shake on it. Gain 1 dexterity. We're dexing up. What can we do? Read a book? You can't relate to most of the books they have here, but there's one travelogue by a Diplodocus that proves moderately diverting. Read a paper. You peruse the newspapers, claws making only minor holes in the pages. Add to the list. Your talons carve the letters HELP into the chalkboard. Oh, nice. Whilst thou tarry, good sir, the absence of thy John Hancock on my paperwork grows ever more urgent. Thy signature, if it pleases thee, sign your name. You scrawl an uneasy line. Much obliged, Chabe. I hope from now thy sleep is all the more sweet for its legal correctitude. Open the door. Oh my god, what is this? The clock casts a long shadow over barren wasteland, cold and infinite. This is the end of the world. Oh, does he have the time egg? So we meet at last. With I looking the older man, though you are far older than I shall ever be. Wow, never seen this room before. On roar, roar. We are the Alpha and the Omega, you, the beginning of time, and I, the its end. Will you walk with me, dear friend, to watch the death of our world and the birth of another? Yes, my friend. Yes, my friendo. I'm just trying to uncurse the pocket watch, pal. Roar. No, we were not always a dinosaur. Yes, my friendo. Roar. Tick, tick, tick. The hands of the uncursed pocket watch beat on and boats with the current born correctly into the future. Pull the pocket watch out and look, it's gained some luster. Upgrade. Upgrade complete. Yeah, baby. I wish I had a tail. Well, we're not going to say that one. Curse is lifted and time is in its rightful home and you no longer have a tail. Tail? You goddamn furries. Wait, he said, I wish I had a tail, and she said, me too sometimes. Also a furry. Nothing right now. It's Jessica. I found the watch. It was complicated. I'd be more surprised if you told me it was simple. Well, you know the drill. Strap it on, jump in the uncursing machine. I already did. I mean, it's a pocket watch, so I didn't strap it. Good, good. Well, go get some sleep, okay? You look like you've been through the ringer. I won't dispute that. But before we do that, let's go do some exploring, because we have the Eerie house and Miss Brewster and Saint whatever that is. A pebble next to the sidewalk catches your eye. Using that exact same eye, you determine that it is no ordinary pebble. It's a petrified espresso bean. Grind it up. You grind the bean and crush it into a powder. Energizing powder. Take that, bean. It seems like a pretty normal house in a pretty nice neighborhood, but there's something odd about it. Some sort of uncomfortable energy that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Maybe it's something to do with that weird droning tone you hear coming from inside, like a pained, inhuman moan, constantly rising in pitch. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah. Hey, hi, hello. You knock, but you hear no response. So you nose your way inside. The eerie sound is even louder in here. It seems to be coming from upstairs. Also, the owner's interior design sensibilities are a little strange. Give us your best inhuman moan. Well, I can't do that because I'm human. I'm only human. I do what I can. Huh? A bunch of books about music theory. Check it out. Oh, we got intermediate jazz theory. Nice. You aren't an engineer either, but you built that treehouse. You're right. Let's try. pretty good. Pull out a sheet, but it's all in German. Und du kannst kein Deutsch sprechen. That's true. I can't speak Deutsch. Eerie Music House. A tired-looking man is playing a cello here. Talk to him. What? Who are you? Why are you in my house? Sorry for intruding, but I heard the music, and I guess I have an intrusive nature. My name is Chabe von New York. Well, I'm Ernst Zimmer. Forgive me for not stopping, but it is vital that I continue playing. What are you doing? There is a darkness beneath my house. Did you check the fuse box? No, it's probably that then. Listen to me, I had a dream, a premonition, a dark rift appearing in my basement and growing until it swallowed the entire house. And then the neighborhood. And then the world. Wow, that's quite a dream. It's not a dream. I went downstairs to check the basement and there's indeed a rift. As of now, it is still small, but I must keep playing the cello to prevent it from growing any larger. You're wasting your time, pal. Dark rifts in the fabric of reality? Come on, that's not a real thing. But Look, we all see weird things in the night sometimes, and they always turn out to be nothing in the morning. There's no shame in it. But you're gonna kill yourself if you keep this up. I'm surprised your arms haven't fallen off already. You're probably right. I'm so very tired. Yeah, just relax. Everything's fine. Ernest Zimmer is looking pretty nervous about this whole situation. Don't worry, buddy. We'll go check it out. Uh-oh, maybe convincing Zimmer to stop playing his cello wasn't such a good idea. Whoops. Uh-oh. Every one of these moldering books is titled Blood. Uh-oh. It appears two ghosts are playing a very spirited game of chess. Uh-oh. The day stand has become a nightstand. Uh-oh. There's a viscous black sludge bubbles in the teapot. Let's fish. Eldritch mist. The chair is barely there. This table has slipped the surly bonds of the floor. Moths have eaten all the contents and most of the container. The shelf is full of trophies from murder competitions. Cabinet filled with sheets of music. You pull out a sheet, it's a piece entitled All Arbeit and No Spiel makes Ernst a dull boy. Uh-oh. Oh geez, that sure is a dark rift in space over there, just like Zimmer was afraid of. Well, nuts. That's a big hole. Well, in there. Step through. Yeah, why not? Really? Yeah. You find yourself in an infinite black void. Well, it looks like an infinite black void, but you have the uneasy feeling that your brain is only showing you an infinite black void because it doesn't want to try and process what this place is actually, what actually it looks like. It's a weird feeling. Let's look around. A thrumming spike of nega energy. Dampen it. Dampen it. Dampen it. Dampen it. Dampen. Get rid of that negative energy. Hey, guy. This creature is built more or less like a large muscular person. If you built a large muscular person out of some kind of writhing black ooze or smoke or plain raw darkness, it has a fist-sized glowing crystal embedded in its chest, about where its sternum would be. And as you draw near, you can feel it radiating invisible waves of energy, kind of like heat coming off of a radiator, except also the opposite of that, and also not at all related to that. Look, incomprehensible forces are tricky to describe, okay? The creature shambles back and forth, waving its arms in a way that almost looks like it's dancing or praying or maybe just absent-mindedly flailing. It seems oblivious to your presence, although that will probably change pretty quickly if you try to interfere with it. Like, say, if you tried to pry the glowing crystal out of its chest, size it up. The creature looks extremely weak, almost docile. Pry the crystal. You make a quick grab for the crystal, but it's firmly lodged in the creature's chest. The creature howls, and its long, spindly arms flail ineffectually as you barely cognizant of your actions. Plunge your hands into the murky flesh, fingers questing through the lukewarm tar as they find ribs, gritting your teeth, forcing open the cage, creaking, cracking, snapping like dry branches. You grab your prize and tear it free of the muck. The creature evaporates in a sigh of smoke. The crystal is both warm and cold in your hands and has a slight buzzing vibration to it. Take it with you or destroy it. Lick it? No, I don't think that's an option. Yeah, something tells you this crystal is very important, as well as being really shiny and pretty. It occurred to you that taking that weird crystal out of here might be a bad idea. On the other hand, it's yours now and you prefer to keep it. What happens if we... You have to become the creature? Nah. Let's just uncursify this area. You know, that's why we're here. To uncurse, not to recurse. There we go. Negative energy gone. All right. Do we enter or destroy? Freeport wants to destroy. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, enter the rift. Chair is whispering. Sit in me. Do it. No. You sit in the chair for a few minutes. Nothing bad happens. Apparently it was all bark and no bite. Huh. This chair is frighteningly non-right side up. Hot damn. Check out this neat crystal I found. What is that? Where'd you get it? It was inside the rift. It makes me uncomfortable to look at it. Can I have it? No, it's mine. You found it inside my house. It was in another dimension. Another dimension inside my house? Forget it. I got some bad news. What do you mean? Remember when I said everything was fine? I do remember that, yes. Are you telling me that you were incorrect? Let's just say that your house is incredibly haunted now. Ah, I should have not trusted you. We are both fools. Did the rift open? Yeah. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Don't worry, I'll think of something. Well, if you were me, you'd leave, because that's what I'm doing. Damn. Heartless. As you start to leave the house, something tells you that it would be bad to take that weird crystal out of here. That something is definitely not the crystal, because it's a really great crystal and you're deriving great satisfaction from owning it. Smash the crystal, leave the house. The crystal is ours? Okay. As the door shuts behind you, you hear a sudden grinding, cracking noise and turn to see the entire house implode into splinters and get sucked into a whirling black vortex. Can't say I didn't warn you. Whoops. Oh well. Well. All you need to do is dab. Let's speak of this to no one. That swell crystal you found inside the rift in Ernst Zimmer's basement is probably your favorite possession. Get the hell out of here? Yeah. Well, bye, Mr. Zimmer. No house! Oh no! Miss Brewster is home for traveling salesman. As you enter the boarding house, you discover some kind of hullabaloo, perhaps a kerfuffle. A stern-looking middle-aged lady is surrounded by 6 agitated men, all talking over each other. Listen in. Gentlemen, I insist you settle down at once. We won't get to the bottom of this with you all acting like panicked school children. Miss Brewster, you gotta call the cops. Ha! What this town calls police, I wouldn't trust to solve a jigsaw puzzle, let alone a serious crime. And I won't have those hooligans turning my house upside down. But there's been a murder. Someone has to do something. What you can all do is go to your rooms and let me think, good gracious. The men file up the stairs, abashed, but still fidgeting nervously. Let's talk to the woman. Excuse me. Miss Brewster sighs, exasperated. Sorry, I don't have any vacancies. Well, I suppose I do, but I can't let you have the room until this whole mess has been sorted out. One of the men said something about a murder? Yes, it's absolutely ghastly. One of my lodgers was murdered in the night, and nobody heard or saw anything. I'm practically at my wits' ends. I'm gonna help out. Maybe I can help. My name is Charles Von New York. I'm kind of an independent investigator sort of thing. Oh, like the Belgian fellow in the mystery novels. Sure. Well, that's marvelous. If you can solve this mystery, I can pay you quite reasonably. Okay, it's a deal. Thank goodness. What can you tell me about the victim? He was a traveling salesman. All my lodgers are traveling salesmen. What do you sell? Oh, they come and go so frequently. I'm afraid I haven't got the foggiest idea. How did he die? I'm not sure. The body's missing. Look, you better go and have a look for yourself. It was in 3C. I locked the door so nobody would mess around in there. All right. Well, she's awfully trusting, that's for sure. Why is there an orb here? It's a weird little pocket of nothingness, just sort of hovering there. Hi, Miss Brewster. Yes, did you look at the poor man's room? Room 3C? I'll be right back. Hopefully we can collect more crystals. Only Miss Brewster's allowed in the kitchen. 2C, 2D, 2B, 2A, 3C. Oh, is that shoes? Some high-heeled shoes have been carelessly left in the hallway. You're not sure which aspect would be more upset, Miss Brewster. You're not sure which aspect of this would upset Miss Brewster the most. Take the shoes. We got extra high heels. Make your steps higher. All right, let's put on the high heels. We're feeling kind of cute. There we go. You want to lock the door and put the key in the secret pocket you use for things that won't ever need to be referred to again. Nice. You step into the room 3C and discover, holy crap, a massive pool of blood on the floor. Like Miss Brewster said, there's no body in sight. Blood. This throw rug looks pretty ordinary. Check underneath. You roll up the rug and, whoa, what the heck? There's a crazy occult diagram underneath it. Lines and glyphs appear to have been blurred into the floor. You can see little blobs of melted candle wax at the points of the decagram. And it even smells faintly of weird incense. Is this some kind of ritual killing? Great. Like a regular old murder wasn't enough. I like how the carpet was the same thing. Wardrobe is locked. Huh. Hey there, sugar. Oh, wash basin. Fish. You look yourself in the mirror. Smile. Hey there, good looking. Frown. Oh, what's wrong? Scowl. Why, I oughta worry, cringe, freak out. Close your eyes. Go back to normal. Smile. The window's locked, so the killer must have come from inside the house. Holy Jesus, there even this much blood inside a person? Fish! Fish? Nothing. It must be shallower than it looks. That was a block joke. Oh, Miss Brewster, I had a look in the room 3C. Did you find anything? Found a huge pool of blood. It was really gross. Did you find anything else? Yes, actually. An occult ritual circle. What? Oh my goodness. Do you think it was some kind of black magic sacrifice? I'm afraid it looks that way. Yes, ma'am. Well, I've always felt the lodger's religion. It was no business of mine, but I will not stand for this one bit. Are any of your lodgers involved with the occult? Do you know? Well, I do recall that one of them specializes in selling occult supplies and paraphernalia. But I'm afraid I don't remember which one. You'll have to ask around. Okay. Knock, knock. No response. Room 2D. But really, they're all 2D if you think about it. Knock on the door. You knock on the door and the nervous-looking salesman peeks out. What are you doing out in the hallway like that? Don't you know there's a murder on the loose? I'm investigating the murderer, actually. Oh, thank God, somebody is. What do you know about the other salesman here? I know that there's a guy who sells occult stuff. I give him a wide berth, though. All I know about him is that he doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses salesman. I see. Hey there, Garrus. Neither of them are the victim, by the way. Okay, thank you. Is this going to be the traveling salesman problem? Yes. You knock on the door? Yeah, what can I do for you? I'm investigating the murder. Ah, yes, real grisly business. Do you know the other salesmen that live here? Not really. Just the guy who sells those little Derringer pistols. He was complaining about the guy who lives right above him. That's the trinkets and baubles guy, because he keeps making a racket dropping stuff on the floor at night. That probably doesn't help you much, though. Well, it's something, thanks. Who's there? I'm not opening this door with a killer on the loose. I'm investigating the murder. Do you have any information that would help? There's a salesman here who specializes in the occult stuff. That seems pretty suspicious to me. Which room is he in? I'm not sure, but it isn't the one above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim either. The victim. It's one of these. Room 3D. Hello? I'm investigating the murder. How well do you know the other salesman here? I don't know any of these guys, although there is a guy who sells brushes, whose neighbors with a guy who sells pants. Okay. Hello, who are you? I'm investigating the murder. What can you tell me about the people who live here? Well, I pretty much keep to myself. All I know about the other salesman is that one who sells jokes and gags is the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. What? Huh? Thanks. Knock on the door and a salesman opens it. Yes, there's something I can... Oh, hey, we meet again. Oh, yeah, you're the sunglasses guy. That's me, baby. What can I do for you? Well, I'm investigating the murder. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I was hoping you could give me some information about the people who live here. Well, I don't really know any of these guys. There's a fella that sells jokes and gags somewhere on this floor, I think. And there's a guy who sells pants. That's all I can tell you about him. But all I can tell you about him is that he isn't the guy right below me. Sorry. Ah, jeez. Reach inside the shadow pocket. It seems like a bad idea. I can't stress enough that you shouldn't do this. It might give you some shadow disease, or it might bite your hand clean off. Okay, I don't want to do it. So he's 2B, 1A, or 1B. Well, it can't be 1B. It's only 3A or 3B. Okay. Could you repeat what you told me before? I forgot to write it down. All I know is the guy who sells occult stuff does not live above me. And he does not live on the same end hall as the victim. Alright. So the guy above him is Glasses Guy. That we know. The guy who sells derringers lives right underneath the guy who sells trinkets. Okay, well, we don't know either of these. The occult salesman doesn't live in the room below sunglasses salesman, and they're both still alive. Okay. Yeah, so the 2A and 3A are clean. The brushes salesman lives next to the pad salesman. The salesman who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. I'm gonna have to write that down. The only guys I've met around here are a jokes and gags seller who lives on this floor and a pants hawker who doesn't live in the room right below me. So in this area, there's a joke seller, right? The salesman who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. Yeah, either jokes is him or it's 3D. But it could be 3C. Jokes could be the one who got killed. Yeah. So you know all the info, do we? Derringers lives right underneath the guy who sells trinkets. The guy who sells occult stuff doesn't live above me, and he doesn't live on the same end hall as the victim. So he can't be here. So 1B. There is no 1B. No. There's only 8 rooms. No, there's no 1B. Unless it's Miss Brewster. No. The hole. I don't know what you're smoking there, Mike. Unless the victim killed himself, but no, because the occult guy can't be on the same end as the victim. So is it 3B? Yeah. So, what's the consensus here? Excuse me, Miss Brewster, but who lives in 2C? They didn't have an answer, and the door's locked because 2C's my room. Well, can I have a look inside? Certainly not. That's private, and you can't possibly imagine that I would kill one of my own lodgers. That would be terrible for business. No one lives on the first floor. The locked room is Miss Brewster. Yeah, that's the locked room. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Lucky waiting for chat to give him an answer. Yes, because I can't write shit down, that's why. Okay, so 3A is the glasses guy. Alright, I'll just write it down myself because you're all absolutely useless tonight. "3A glasses." The two guys I've met around here are a jokes and gags seller who lives on this floor. Jokes, floor 3. Pants is not 2A. Jokes. Not next. The side of the guy who sells jokes isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. Brush lives next to plant. To plants. Okay. So occult, not 3A, not 3D. Derringers under trinkets. And occult is not 2A. Okay. So, if pants is not 2A and the cult is not 2A, it could be you have all the information necessary. Thank you. There is nothing else. Of course I have all the information necessary. So if pants is not 2A and occult is not 2A, they can be brushes, they can be pants. No, they can't be pants. So they can be brushes. They can't be derringers, because derringers are under trinkets. And brushes are the only thing left. There's brushes, there's jokes, but jokes lives on floor 3. Yeah. So 2A would be brushes, would be my bet. So if 2A is brushes, that means 2B is pants. So he lives right next to pants. If 2B is pants, that means nothing. Jokes is not next to the one who lives above brushes. So jokes can't be at 2B, at 3B. Switch your stream over to paint. So where would occult be? Is it 2C? see the victim. Yeah, but that doesn't mean Miss Brewster is not a salesman. Could a cult be 2C? Or 3B? The cult is 3B? Yeah, that's what I think. Can't be derringers, it can't be trinkets, can't be jokes. Yeah, it has to be 3B. All right, hopefully we're not wrong. I figured out who the occultist is. Maybe if we confront him with it, he'll either confess or give us some usable information. Are you certain you know which one it is? I'm pretty sure. All right. Shall we gather everyone together at the scene of the crime so you can do a dramatic reveal like in the novels? Sure, if you want. I must say, this whole murder business is simply dreadful, but it is the most interesting thing to happen here in years. All right, you head up to 3C, and after a few minutes, Miss Brewster meets you there with the salesman in tow. All right, well, I suppose you're all wondering why I called you here today. I assumed it was so you can tell us who did the murder. Yeah, that's my guess too. Right, yeah. Right, yeah. Well, as you can probably see by the weird circle in the floor, this killing probably had some occult significance. Therefore, the most likely candidate is the occult's good salesman, who is 3B. That doesn't mean. Look at him. He's got a little. Right, yeah. Well, as you can see by this weird circle on the floor, this killing probably had occult significance. Therefore, the most likely candidate is the occult good salesman, who is the guy in 3B. What? No, I mean, yes, I do sell occult supplies, but that isn't even one of my circles. Are you actually accusing me of murder? I think you're the only likely candidate. No, I'm pretty sure you didn't kill anybody. Ooh. Ooh. No, I'm pretty sure you didn't kill anybody. Suddenly, the wardrobe door flies open and a salesman jumps out. Ha ha! I fooled you all pretty good, because this guy sells jokes and gags and stuff. That's right. How do you like my new giant fake rubber pool of blood? Isn't it a scream? Everyone's still alive. That's pretty good. We got an achievement. Victimless crime. Here, let me give you something for being such a good sport, kid. We're in good health. Foot's ring. The Fraternal Order of Traveling Salesmen makes you more likely to encounter traveling salesmen. Hey! Now, if you'll all excuse me, I gotta roll this blood back up, and 9 people in this tiny room is 8 too many. I actually assumed this was a joke. Surprised I was right. Oh, and yet you kept quiet. It's really simple to look pretty smart in hindsight there, Mike. Well, I must say that went satisfactorily. Here's your pay, young man. You earned it. Thanks. Glad to be of help. I'd say I'll call if I ever need your services again, but I think one exciting thing happening here every few years is quite sufficient. If it happens again, I'm going to throw everyone out. Good idea. Oh, we got get sharp eyes soon. Give us more moxie. Let's go see Jessica. Just the blood thing, because you couldn't fish in it. Ah, he's so smart. Look at this guy. An elderly man with thick eyeglasses shuffles up to you with a determined expression. Before you can react, he shoves some meat in your mouth and shouts in your ear, "Operator! Operator, get my worthless son on the line! Mister, I'm not a payphone. That's what the last payphone said, and I'm not buying it. Let me talk to my fur-lugginer son. I'm sorry, sir. The line is busy. Please try again later." Probably gabbing away with one of his floozy girlfriends. It's a terrible old man voice. I found this little weird hole in space. What? Like a shadow pocket? You didn't put your hand in it or anything, did you? No. Okay, good. You think that would be bad? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it seems like putting your hand in a weird pouch of shadow energy would be a bad idea. Makes sense. Jessica opens a desk drawer and pokes around inside of it. Charles did something to a pair of pliers, deionized them or something. I didn't catch. Here they are. Shadow closing pliers. If you see any more of these things, you should be able to use these pliers to pinch them closed without actually touching them with your hands. A well-dressed man flags you down. I like the answers. "Excuse me there, my good chap. Might you have a match on your person?" "Sure, here you go." "Yes, but I might need it later." "No, lie." "I'm sorry, no." 2 lies. "No, but also yes, paradox." What do we say? We're going paradox? "No, but also yes." "Oh, well, thank you all the same." Toodaloo. Toodle off. Hobo code. Nice lady, but she only likes salesmen. Oh well, not super useful to a non-hobo, but at least you got some translation practice. Close it. Place the jaws of the pliers around the little hole and wrench them closed. Ply them closed, I guess. Yeah, let's get some sharp eyes, baby. You're bored of this boarding house. All right, let's go to St. Pauli, whatever that is. While meandering the streets of Ocean City, you encounter a man carrying a medium-sized piece of luggage. Not brief enough to be called a briefcase, but unsuitable as a suitcase for more than 2 suits. "Hey there, friend. You look like someone who appreciates a fine pair of pants." "Do I? What does that even look like?" "Astute, discerning, even, dare I say, perspicacious." I have never met anyone who dared to say that word before. "Listen, I got a pair of pants here that is gonna knock your socks off." What? He opens his case and pulls out a pair of slacks that are oddly stiff and shiny. "Feast your eyes on these babies." What's up with them? Waxed slacks. They're waxed. Guaranteed grease-proof, and they're yours for only 20 meats. I don't want wax slacks. Should we get wax slacks? What do you guys think? Wax or not wax? Wax on or wax off? Okay, it's a deal. Great, this is a pair of pants you are not gonna regret. St. Polycarp's Cathedral. What is it? Mary had a little lamb. Oh, hobo code. Meat stash, fourth tree of left of church, back row. Here. See what's inside? Old wallet. Maybe there's some meat inside. Whoa! Whoa! Get an item. Unpleasant hymnal. Crack it open to deal your muscle and spooky damage. We don't have muscle though. Oh! This is the cathedral's font, or more properly, typeface. Bada bing. Bada bing, bada boom. Handful of holy water. Deals a lot of damage to especially evil enemies. Not you guys, right, chat? Hello there. Oh no, what am I gonna do? I was gonna ask if everything's okay, but plainly not. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Services are canceled for the moment. What's the matter? One of the urns has been stolen from our catacombs. Stolen! This tiny cathedral has a catacomb? Well, it sounds nicer than basement. Are they particularly important ashes? Oh my goodness. We wouldn't keep the relics of a saint in a little cathedral like this. Our urns are just the ashes of former vicars and community leaders and so on. But they're all important in their own way, and the bishop is due to arrive for an inspection soon. Funny how bishops always seem to be just about to arrive for an inspection somewhere. What? I'll look into it. Oh, thank you so much. I'll unlock the door so you can have a look. Mind your step on the way down, please. Those stairs are old and steep. Please don't disturb the altar. Going down. Spare urns. It's a big crate full of identical empty burial urns. Must be spares. An old urn. Another urn. Oh, there's one candle left unlit. Light it. Hopefully this doesn't preclude you cursing the darkness later if you feel like it. There's a patch of tomb moss growing on the wall here. There's a guest book. Last three visitors were Donk Hufferby, visiting from Saskatoon. Oh, that seems like a dead end. And they're sure to have some weird names up in Canada. Charles Wallace. Huh? That's the address of the antique store. You'll have to ask Charles about that next time you see him. Captain Augustus Dirch. This must be worth following up on. Sign the book. Damn silly Canadians. Not yet. Do you keep spare burial urns, Lucky? No. I'm all out. As you're walking past one of Ocean City's many disused public urinals, you notice that one of them has been filled up with ice cubes. As you investigate further, for some reason, You notice that one of them isn't an ice cube at all, but a frozen rock. Collect it. You wipe the rock off, examine it, and pound it into flakes. You got frosty flakes? This rock is steaming. Comfort it. You get phlogistic resin. You reassure the rock that everything is going to be okay, and it sloughs off some of its rage. Amble away? No. This rock has a date painted on it. Oh, remember this. 11/10/82. 11/10/82. Probably shouldn't barge in. Knock. Who is it? I'm selling these fine leather jackets. I'm from the Municipal Census Bureau. I'm the milkman. Got your milk? Congratulations, you've won a sweepstakes. What do we say? I'm the milkman? I ain't drinking that fat water. Get lost. Selling these fine leather jackets. I don't want any. Buzz off. I'm from the Municipal Census Bureau. Nobody here but me and these 4 urns. Urns of 5. 5 urns. Go away. Congratulations. You won a sweepstakes. Bad chance. Never won nothing. Didn't enter no sweepstakes. No how. Scram. How do we get in? Aha, this is fun getting into fights. You like a good fight, Gabby? Yes, there's not usually so many fights around here. What an excitement it is. I noticed you do a lot of slapping. Do you know how to make a fist? A what? Look here. You curl your fingers like this and you put your thumb over them. That's a fist. You squeal all that tight and hit people with these knuckles here. It's more powerful than a slap. Wow, keen as a peach. Gabby's flap slap now deals an initial 3 damage. Damn. Well, we got no way of getting in. Gabby takes a piece of candy out of her purse and tosses it in her mouth, then holds the purse out to you. Want one? Sure, thanks. Your purse is entirely filled with saltwater taffy? Yes, it's Gabby's favorite. I guess I did hear somewhere that goblins process sugar really effectively and don't need as many vitamins as humans. Haha, jealous? A little bit, yeah. Oh wait, it's 82. The cover story for that date is the sinking of the Porquode, a whaling vessel that operated off the coast of Ocean City. The story says that the wreck had only one survivor, Captain Augustus Dirch. Despite his best efforts to go down with the ship, he was rescued and transported to shore by a friendly otter. How simultaneously tragic and adorable. Equad. A thin, nervous-looking man in a suit stops you. Excuse me, sir. Do you fear for your safety in this dangerous city full of hoodlums and criminals? Well, I didn't until you said that. I ain't afraid of anything, least of all death. I carry 3 spare changes of underwear, and I've already used 1 today. You recognize the reference? No. Well, it's a good thing you met me. I have a solution for you right here. What are you selling? He holds up a small case and opens it, displaying a selection of the tiniest pistols, derringers. One of these up your sleeve, in your sock, or whatever, or wherever you think to hide it. Personal self-defense is right at your fingertips. Are concealed pistols legal in this state? What? Probably. Sure. How much? Yours for only 30 meat. Damn. I'll buy one. Thanks. You won't regret this purchase. This is super small derringer. Well, we'll change it for a bugle. We didn't really need it. I want to ask you about the perquad. All right, you better come in. A gray bearded man in a sea captain's hat is glaring at you suspiciously. What do you want? Well, I'm from the Ocean City Watchful Eye, you know, the newspaper. Don't trust newspapers, nor newspaper reporters neither. Well, nor otters. Well, unfortunately, I'm only one of those three things. Can I ask you about the porquad? Ain't nothing to say. Storm blew up unexpected and we hit a funny rock. All hands lost. It was decades ago. Why you bothering me now? It's a slow news day. Now, what was funny about the rock? Do you ever see a 30-foot black basalt obelisk sticking straight out of the ocean? Can't say I have. Me neither, and I've been sailing that route for years. I guess when you said funny, you didn't mean as haha. What's with the rocks in your front yard? I ain't know nothing about those except for the date marker I put. Did they just come with the house? New one pops up every once in a while. What's that got to do with anything? Well, nothing, I guess. How many men were in your crew? There was Pegleg, Handsome Jeff, and Less Handsome Jeff, and Old Barnacle Face. And the other one, so 5. What's the 5th sailor's name? Ain't recall. He was new, just signed on for the last voyage. Didn't talk much. Eerie fella, to be honest. Eerie? Spooky. And that's all I gotta say about him. You have a lot of urns. Crew's bodies washed ashore after a time. Didn't figure they want a sea burial after what happened, so I had them cremated. Well, except that 5th feller were never found, and I can't recall how that urn got here. He was a member of the crew right and proper, though. He got as much right to be here as any of them. Did you ever visit the little cathedral? Sure, I used to go and pay my respects once in a while. Right before my knees started acting up. Got plenty of urns to talk to right here, though. Talk to the urns? Yeah, we shoot the breeze, relive the old glories and on such. You say that like they talk back. They do. And I can see from your face that you don't believe me, so you can ask them for yourself, landlubber. I'll have a chat with your urns then. Fine, but if you got any more questions for me, ask them now, because I'm tired of all this chit-chat. Alright, let's talk to the urns. Pegleg Johnny. Hello? The urn doesn't respond. Anybody there? Imitate the captain's voice. You look around and make sure the captain's asleep, then mutter gruffly to the urn. You're there, Johnny. You can speak freely now, sailor. I've got rid of that no-good landlubber. A muffled, youthful-sounding voice replies. Yarra, Captain. What do they want anyhow? Nothing of import. Hey, you're basic landlubber prattle, trying to sell newspapers and all that. Hey, no, never mind. Aye, aye, Captain. So, how are things? Oh, no problems, Captain. Everything's shipshape. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Always happy to chew the sea biscuit with you, though. Sure, let's reminisce about old times. Great. I love hearing your stories about nautical adventure. Oh, instead of that, why don't you tell me how you got the name Peg Leg Johnny? It's because of my leg, right? I got a peg leg? Sure, but how did you get it? I got it because I lost the original leg. I'd assume so, yeah, or yar, but how? Well, wait, weren't you there at the time it happened? Time for my nap. Talk to you later. Let's talk to Handsome Jeff. So how you be doing there, Handsome Jeff? Smooth sailing, Captain. You feel like talking over old times? Sure, I mean, yar, why not? Right then, which particular yarn from your past have you got on your mind? Or, actually, let's talk about you. Me? The fella next to you is next less handsome Jeff, eh? So let's have this judgment of ye relative appearances literal. So is this judgment of your relative appearance literal? There we go. Or it is more of an ironic reversal sort of deal, yar. Well, you never, wait a minute. Don't you remember what we actually look like? Hey there, Brett, how you doing? Less handsome Jeff. Anything on your mind, Captain? Well, like what? Well, I don't know, if you wanted to wax nostalgic about old times or anything. All right, yar, so, all right, about the old times. Sure, right you are, Captain. The old times we had together. Yar, we sure did. Many of them. Yar, anyway, I'm glad we had this talk. Barnacle face. Everything's going all right. Aye, Captain. Area cloud in the sky. Good. Great. I'm gonna put one on right now. Are you in a chat mood? Sure. Yar. Help a cat open my lozenge box. Okay. We're okay. Mission accomplished, boys. Sure, yar. Well, you know me, Captain. I meant a few words and all. Happy to listen to you, though. Right, well, actually, I was wondering about your name there. Barnacle face, what about it? Well, I was just wondering. I mean, why? I mean, of course I know why, but if you got any insight into... I mean, you never actually said, that is, you've never asked before, so I thought you'd already... Right. Yeah, obviously already. Anyway, if you're not comfortable about discussing it, that's fine. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. Yar. Fifth sailor. So, sailor, how goes it? I'd ask what's new, but, keep talking. You're not the talkative one, are you, matey? I suppose you never were, come to that. So, well, as you were then. I could use some smokes, Captain. What? Smokes? Smokes isn't cigarettes? What does an urn want with cigarettes? All right then. Just lay them on the table as usual, please. Yar. The wash basin is full of salt water. This guy is really committed to his whole deal. Salt water fish it. We got a spearmint taffy. Hey, got a cat. An elderly gray cat nervously washes itself in the corner. Try to pet it. The cat shies away from your touch. You notice that he's wearing a collar that says Ishmael. Ishmael? The fishing rod is caked in salt. Either it hasn't been cleaned in a long time or the captain uses it to catch horses. Salty fishing rod. The captain shrieks horse in his sleep. Examine the lamp. It's a simple device, a glass vessel filled with whale blubber with a wick stuck in it. Blubber lamp really rolls off the tongue though. It's really delightful phrase. Say it. Blubber lamp. Incredible. Say it again. Blubber lamp. Yes, yes, yes. Say it again. Blubber lamp. Blubber lamp. Blubber lamp. Blubber lamp. Okay, that's enough. Oh, you're no fun. We got work to do. I got no smokes. Where can we find smokes? How much of this game is letting the intrusive thoughts win? All of it. Yeah. An elderly man with thick eyeglasses. Oh, we already did this. So the old man, he wants to talk to his son. Cigarettes. Buy some sardines while we're here. All right. You round a street corner and encounter a woman in a welding mask using tightly focused magical fire to cut the fenders off a parked car. Hey, that isn't... I'm pretty sure that isn't your car. There's a polite cough behind you, and you turn around to see the woman in oil-stained coveralls casually spinning a grease gun around with one finger. Is it your car? No, or yes. Well, what do we say? Is it our car? No, it ain't. And it ain't your business either. So maybe we should teach you a little lesson about minding your own business. You said it wasn't mine. Bamboozle her. Listen, you gals are going about this all wrong. You get much more usable parts off this jalopy if you take it back to your garage first, instead of trying to strip it quickly and dirty on the street before a cop shows up. Huh? Well, yeah, we usually do, but Hotwire Nancy's visiting my ma today. Good thing you met me then. You two can go on ahead and get your tools ready. I'll go get you the car there for you. What? You? What are you gonna do about it? It just so happens that I know a guy. Give her a wink and the old finger guns. I just happen to know a guy who both owes me a favor and owns a record truck. Play your cards right. Play your cards right, and maybe you could know that guy too. Well, all it takes is a phone call. All it takes is a phone call. Here, lend me your grease gun in case this old flivver objects to the tow hook. The two of them puzzle over your cool grin for a moment and then shrug at each other. All right, we'll go unlock the garage door. Don't take all day. She tosses you the grease gun and the two of them head off the street. Hey, got a new grease gun. Again. Here's just smokes. You put the cigarettes on the tray and quickly hatch a plan. Approaching the fifth urn, you put on Captain Dirch's voice again. Your matey, your smokes be upon the table as you wanted. Appreciated, Captain. Then you hide behind the captain, who's snoring in his chair. After a time, the bookcase slides aside and an unshaven, shifty-looking guy pokes his head out and glances around surreptitiously. Then he tiptoes over to the table, picks up the pack of cigarettes, then returns to the secret door. The bookcase slides shut behind him. Well, what do you know? This is the shelf the guy came out from behind of, or rather, the shelf Of which from behind, of which the camest the guy. You try to push the bookshelf aside, but it's locked in place. There must be a catch. I mean, literally. Check practical secret doors for the home handyman. Oh, that has to be it, right? You tilt the book forward and nothing happened. You pull the book all the way off the shelf and nothing happens. So you flip the book open, start riffling through the pages until you find one of the page corners turned down. A diagram on the page shows the 3 most common unobstructive latch mechanisms for bookshelf-based secret doors. And on closer inspection, this bookcase is using the second one. You can now open the secret door whenever you're ready. Nice. Hey, what are you doing in, were you seriously about to ask me what I'm doing in here? Yeah, even I was saying it. It sounded stupid. How'd you find me? I hid and watched you, and watched when you came out for your smokes. Oh, that was you, huh? I thought the captain's voice didn't sound quite right. So what's the deal? Well, it's basically just what it looks like. Looks like you're hiding in this old man's house to rob him while he sleeps. In that case, it's not at all what it looks like. I'm listening. I'll admit, at first I was planning on robbing him. I figured an old sea captain must have a secret treasure, right? He wasn't a pirate. No, it turns out he's just a lonely old man with nobody to talk to. Well, except his old sailing buddies. So I started hanging out back here and chatting with him through the wall. Didn't he find it strange? He was a little spooked at first, but once I had gotten a handle on how the different voices should sound and learned enough to keep up with the anecdotes, he relaxed. It's nice to have someone to talk to, even if the situation is kind of weird, right? So that's all. You do this just because you feel sorry for him. Yeah, well, I won't pretend that I don't like having somewhere to stay rent-free, and his pension from the shipping company is pretty good, and his short-term memory is kind of bad, so he doesn't pay much attention to the fact that he's buying food for 2 people. He's a good guy and it's an easy life. Don't screw it up for us, okay? Wait, what is it to you anyways? I'm here about the stolen urn. Oh yeah, that was probably a mistake. He mentioned the 5th sailor a few times, so I thought he might like to have a whole crew together, you know? So I lifted a random urn from the little cathedral to fill the spot. Seemed like a good idea at the time. The vicar needs it back. Okay. It would be weird if it just vanishes though. Can you swap it with another one? The captain doesn't open them, so he won't notice there's no ashes inside. Yeah, I can see this being my future. If I work on my voice acting. Turn a street corner and duck behind a mailbox just in time to avoid being spotted by 3 Tin Lizzies, who are either squatting on a stoop or stooping on a squat. I'm bored. When's the last time we had a good rumble? Ages, but we got a non-aggression pact with the Doughboys. Big Liz wouldn't like it if we messed that up. What about the Glocklins? Want to fight some of them? They're too weird. Can't understand what she's saying. You lean in, careful not to be discovered. What? I can't hear you with that helmet on. Are you eating something under there? A sandwich. Give them what they want. Well, I'm getting greased here. Blam! Blam! I don't think I have the equipment on though. On fire. Better heal up. There we go. Blam. And blammo. Pop. Concealing yourself behind a trash bin, you wait until the Tin Lizzies regain consciousness and limp away, quietly tailing them to a back alley chop shop that presumably is their gang hideout. Back alley chop shop is fun to say. I feel like this is your favorite game. It's a lot of fun. Get a spare urn. Oh. As you're walking through Ocean City, you encounter a mailbox that has been tipped over by some vandals. Write it. You write the letterbox. It was heavier than it looked, but you're more responsible than you look too. Move along. Replace the urn. Yeah, I did. Great, so we're square then. Everything's Jake? Sure, no problem. Yeah, I suppose. Look, this is really shady. What do we do? Do we call him out? Or do we leave him be? Squeeze him? Look, this is really shady and weird. You should just be honest with the guy. Yeah, I guess you're right. I gotta build up to it though. If I just pop out of the bookshelf at him, he's liable to have a heart attack or try to kill me. Well, good luck. Oh, there's water in his bedroll. He must use it as a bath. Fish the bed and bath roll. You got one cigarette. It's bad for you, but not as bad as a whole pack. Take a wrong turn into an underground coffee house just as a thinly mustachioed man demands any decent person to defend the formal vulgarity of Joyce's Ulysses. We will defend it. Moved to tears, the man kisses you on both cheeks, leaving wet mustache hairs on your skin. Disgusting. Here you go. Wonderful. I'll get this polished and reinstalled right away. Blessings upon you, my child. In fact, let me make that blessing literal. I have some holy water of Saint Polycarp here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Takes out a little bottle of water, splashes some on your forehead. Hey, we got +1 to muscle. Not bad. Aye, it burns. Nah, just kidding. Thanks. Say, whose ashes are there in that urn? Unfortunately, we don't know his name, but he was a sailor who washed ashore near here after a shipwreck. Some of the locals took him in, but he didn't survive the night. Poor fellow, he was interred here as an act of charity. That was about 50 years ago, give or take. Oh, no, that was more like 300 years ago. Oh, interesting. To the chop shop. Some amateur wit has penned a mild bon mot on the wall of a bathroom stall. You smile, but you do not laugh. Make the bon mot bon motier. Haha, that'll get the bathroom goers roaring. You managed to sneak up on the Tin Lizzie's hideout without anyone noticing. You are not going to stay unnoticed for long, though. This place is crawling with Lizzies. Unless your first move is to turn tail and run, I guess. Lucky, what is it? It's a good question, because I think it's French. I'm gonna assume it's a joke. You isolate and confiscate the source of freshness. Prototype car freshener. Oh, we no longer got our glasses on. Lose 1 Moxie, but we get 2 Stench Armor. Or we get some Whacked Slacks. We can spray on some asbestos on the Waxed Slacks, or add 1 physical armor. I think we'll do that. Ciabatta pants. So I think if we got spooky armor, I think if we got already two grease armor, well, because I feel like these guys are they're gonna grease us. So we'll go with a car freshener. A couple of Tin Lizzies are busy trying to dismantle a car that's pretty thoroughly mantleless. It's like watching someone trying to scrape 1 more sandwich worth of meat out of leftover turkey carcass. Get the jump on them. Tin Lizzies have wrench familiars? That's right. Wow. Greasy knee pads. Adds +1 sleaze armor to a pair of pants. Big Green grows stronger. Big Green. Greasy riveted waxed slacks. Let's get some asbestos on it. Fireproof, greasy, riveted wax slacks. Let's go, baby. You really ought to put it out of its misery. Maybe that's worse. Oh no. Greasy toolbox. What's inside? Greasy gloves. We got a 11-in-1 oil. Got an owl. Nice 3 bleeding. Owl? It's Greasy Moxie. Oh, we already got mint tea. No. Just an old oil barrel. Since it's open, it's full of rainwater. Let's fish. You got an item, hand washing gasoline. The Tin Lizzie's hands get really dirty, and the only thing that really works to clean them is gasoline. We can keep fishing. Welding mask. Is that better than our hat? +1 to muscle. Yeah, we don't need muscle. Well, we might need muscle. You add the band, making your hat a little eerier. Eldritch Uncursed Fedora. A bunch of Tin Lizzies are hanging out here. Their attention is mainly focused on something further to the right, but the camera doesn't move far enough for you to see what it is. Blam! Gabby! It's over for Gabby. Blam! Gabby! That's true. We don't have a spare urn. At least Big Green is still alive. Face grease. How much experience do we have? 51. And how much do we need for the books? Oh, advanced shooting techniques. Oh, 5 mysticality. We are still very far off. 100 experience. Welding bench. There's a welding mask. All right. Picked apart truck. Oh, is that Liz? A muscular woman with flaming red hair is sitting in a throne made of welded together wrenches and glaring at you. The woman gives you the traditional slow, sarcastic clap as you step forward. Nice entrance. Thanks. Nice chair. Thanks. Now who the hell are you? Guarded. remained silent. You narrow your eyes and stare. Now, considering that you busted into my scrapyard and beat up 5 of my girls, plus however many on the way here, I figure you got something on your mind. So what is it you want exactly? I want to fight. I want your gang to stop attacking me in the street. I want to join your gang. I don't really have a goal. I'll come back when I've decided. What do we say? Clueless. She's probably gonna say, "You're not a girl." Sorry, kiddo. This ain't just a gang, it's a business. And I can tell just by looking at you that you don't know a crankcase from a manifold. The crankcase is the one with the cranks in it? I'll tell you what, you got this far and my girls ain't no slouches. That's worth some respect, so I'll grant you a boon. A boon like a favor? Yeah, within reason. How do I know it's not some kind of trick? It's no trick. You can trust me because I'm sitting on the crescent throne. That means everything I say is automatically true. Wow, like the Pope? Kinda, yeah. We're real into a hierarchy and chain of command around here. Neat. How come you never grant us boons? Well, I'm not sitting on the crescent throne, am I there, Rusty? When I get one, then I'll give you guys some boons. Neat. Anyway. What if you say you have 1,000,000 meat? What? What if you say black is white? It isn't magic. Look, just part of being a good leader is not trying to use your powers in stupid ways. Anyway, you get one wish. What it'll be? More? You can't wish for more wishes. More wishes. Nuts. I wish for you to call off your girls. I wish for prizes. I wish to fight you. I wish to sit on your swell chair. Chair, 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 chair. Because if we sit on the chair, then we can grant boons. Nope. Oh, come on, just for a second. Only the boss of the Tin Lizzies can sit on the crescent throne. Sorry, kid. Oh man. We can bamboozle. Let's do it. Come on, let me sit in your chair. I've never seen a chair like that before. The workmanship is amazing. I just want to see how it feels. I promise I won't cause any problems. All right, fine. Just for a second. Wicked. Big Liz stands up and you take her seat on the crescent throne. It's cold and not very comfortable, but it does make you feel pretty powerful. Wow, this is great. Glad you like it. Now get up. Nah. Seeing how I'm the boss of the gang now, I think I'll enjoy it a little longer. What did you say? I said I'm the boss of the Tin Lizzies now. And I said it while sitting on the crescent throne twice. Nice try, dipstick, but the power of the throne doesn't apply unless you are already the boss. I was the boss as soon as I sat down. Damn! We bamboozled them. I was the boss as soon as I sat down. You said while sitting here that only the boss of the Tin Lizzies can sit on the crescent throne, and here I am sitting on it. Ipso facto, I'm the boss. Why, you little... And the first change I'm making is that from now on, changes in the gang leadership can only occur via written agreement from the current boss, which is me. You promised me you wouldn't cause any problems. I don't see any problems from where I'm sitting. Grrr. Haha, take it easy, Big Liz. I'm just messing with you. I don't have time to run a gang. I'm busy. But I'm busy with something kind of weird, and I think I might need your resources. So can you run the gang same as always? All I need is for you gals to help out if I need backup. I swear on the crescent throne that as soon as I am done with this whole crazy mess I've fallen into, I'll make you a full official boss of the Tin Lizzies again. All right, I guess I deserve it for falling for that trick. You win, boss. Great. Great, here you can sit back down if you want. This thing is uncomfortable. I'll stand, thanks. What do you need of me? Well, I could use some supplies. Supply shed's over there. Here's the key. And if you get into trouble in town, just give a whistle and one of the girls will come help out. Oh, cool. Shelf covered in various greasy metal objects. Anything useful? Oh, anarchist hardware. Nice. Crowbar. Nice. Car door. Chopped off car door. Nice. Antifreeze is delicious, but it's poison. A bunch of repair manuals for cars you've never heard of, except one of these books is about weapons instead of cars, welding and wielding. Teaches advanced weapon repair techniques. Ooh. Every day on this calendar just says crimes. Hey, who stole my calendar? Weapon durability is unlocked. You know enough about weapon repair to tell when it's needed, but not quite enough to do anything about it. Weapon durability system unlocked. What do you mean by that? Where? Oh no! No! That's horrible! Now we've got durability. So bad now. We got bamboozled. We got bamboozled hard. Okay, I think we can get 5 mysticality. I hope it's not another bamboozle book. +1 to ranged weapon attacks. Oh, cool. Okay, no, it was not a bamboozle. Let's put our fireproof, greasy, riveted wax slacks back on. Ooh, let's make some fancy combat items. Scary bomb, spooky damage to all enemies, hot damage to all enemies. Deal 5 cold damage to all enemies. Let's go with cold, hot. Let's make an inhaler. Let's make a ice bomb. Let's make everything. Let's go. Car has not been noticeably chopped up yet. Doors are locked, dang it. Jimmy the lock. You unlock the door, ruining both the lock and the hanger in the process. It's full of meat. Neat. Chop chop. Say there, would you like to purchase a set of encyclopedias? No. God, no. Hell no. Absolutely not. No. We'll go with absolutely not. I thought you might say that. Understandable, understandable. But what if I told you this was no ordinary encyclopedia? Do you think that's something you're likely to tell me? So likely as to be certain. Step a little closer, would you? You would. You wouldn't. It's wood. You take a step towards him. He opens his trench coat to reveal a set of dog-eared paperback books. This is no collection of boring facts. This is an encyclopedia of blue humor. Multi-volume collection of the lewd and lascivious. A trove of truly tasteless treasure. It's a set of books of dirty jokes. Precisely, and it's yours for the obscenely low price of a 200 meat. Surely shocking jokes. Bye. Grants an upgradable skill. Heard them all. Give sleaze armor. Hey, not bad. The man takes your meat and winks at you as he stuffs it into his pocket. Enjoy! He continues to stand there. Aren't we done here? What are you waiting for? I want to watch you read it. No. It's a little weird. Heard them all. It takes a lot of... It takes, wait a second. Of a lot to make you blush. Benzyl bucket? Oh, right. Made that. All right, it's time to hit the hay. Oh wait, we need to talk to this guy. Wallace, I saw your name in the visitors book in St. Polycarp's. Oh sure, I do a little whittling to pass the time now and again. Sometimes I go to St. Polycarp's to look at the gargoyles. Here, have one. Oh, thanks. Let me ask you something. You lose something? I seem to have misplaced the chuck key to my drill. What's a chuck key? What's a chuck key, Charles? What's a chuck key, Chucky? Charles raises an eyebrow. It's a little twisty thing for tightening the chuck on a drill. Any idea where you lost it? Haven't gotten too far. The cord on this thing got stuck in the outlet, and it's not long enough for me to drill anything that isn't in this neighborhood. I could help you look for it. Yeah, that would be great. Like I said, it's got to be nearby. There's a button on the map labeled Wander. Oh, okay. You stop dead on your tracks when you see three of those weird fishmen lurking in the mouth of an alley ahead. They're peering around with their glistening, staring eyes and glurbing at each other quietly until one of them notices you, and its two companions start walking towards you, making wet, growling sounds. Ah, jeez, what are you guys? Glurb? Well? Are you evil invaders? Or are you natives that were displaced by your urban development, seeking to reclaim what was rightfully yours? The fishmen confer briefly. Evil? Okay, thanks. As long as we're on the same page. Soda in the hole! You shake the dubious cola can until the ball starts to rattle, then pop the tab and hurl it at the fisherman. It explodes in a spray of sweet carbonated water, which they like, and glittering aluminum shrapnel, which they don't. The confluence of these two conflicting emotions confuses them plenty enough for you to make your escape. Oh, we found Charles Chucky. Yeah, that's it. Where'd you find it? Under a bush? Yeah. Probably that bush I was drilling holes in the other day. Well, what can I do for you? Nothing now. Alright, time for bed. You should go talk to Fancy Dan about this speakeasy deed. Oh, yeah. Hey, Fancy Dan. Find Oliver? Yes. I don't like the sound of that. Oliver's gone. The handoff went extremely badly. Yeah, that too. Go over the events at the fridge factory. Fancy Dan makes a variety of faces at various points in your story because Fancy Dan is a good listener. Show him the deed. It says here that the ownership of the speakeasy is automatically transferred to whoever has physical possession of the deed. Is that legal? None of this is legal. Oh, yeah. Guess you're my new boss, baby. Let's have one drink to mourn the old boss and another one to celebrate the new one. Good idea. I guess we ought to change the name of this place since Oliver's Place is no longer Oliver's Place. Suppose that's right. Got any ideas? Well, you could go the traditional, just call it Chabby's Place, or something hip like the Purple Door, or something incisive and avant-garde like Noblesse oblige. All right, what do we say? Chabi's place, purple door, noblesse oblige, or something else? Something else? What do we want to call it? You guys decide. The chat hole. That's great. I love it. The business. We make beer in the house, so that's safe, but we're out of everything else. And based on your story, I'd say the stuff at the factory isn't safe to use. If you can find booze or mixers or garnishes, bring it back here. Any idea where to get started? But no, but you might want to check with Barnaby. Barnaby, milky-eyed sot by the table. Give him a drink. Lake is deep enough to drown dreams, but not the sins of the grandfather. Right. The lake is deep enough to drown the dreams. Okay. Hey Dan, your spittoon is kind of inconvenient. Nah, baby, the spittoon isn't for spitting in. That's gone out of style now that mass-produced cigarettes are readily available anyway. No, that's a bona fide historical artifact. Well, really? That's right. Belonged to a famous adventurer from Frisco. It's our boy. Really, who? Nobody's exactly sure. A lot of people think it belonged to Mumfler Fumperdink. It's a strong theory, because if there's one thing we do know about that cat, that he loves spittoons. But other people say it belonged to a fella by the last name of Thurnleon. And a whole lot of people claim it belonged to a whole lot of other people. But there's one thing we know for sure about this spittoon. Whoever's it was, they didn't use it for spitting into. They wore it as a hat. What? Ew, gross. Right? They sure got into weird stuff back then. Yeah, no kidding. Hey Chabi, before you go to bed, I need you to approve a new tenant for the storefront next door. What? Why is that up to me? Somebody's got to do it. There's 3 applicants for the place. First applicant is Tex Instruments, a guy from Texas selling instruments, I suppose. The second is Advanced Pants. It doesn't say what they plan on selling, but I'm gonna have to assume it's pants. And the next applicant is 10 Things I Hat About You, a hat store. Terrible name. I like the sound of the instrument store, hopefully. Haha. I'll go with the pants store. Let's go with the hat store, despite the name. What do we want? Music? Okay. Hey, it's the rug from the boarding house. Miss Brewster must have had it sent to you as an additional gesture of gratitude, or because she hates the way it looks and it thinks it's cursed. Oh. Plant a tentacle seed. It's your little tentacle buddy. Tickle him. It's your little tentacle buddy. Hey, you're gonna tell him. What? Go to sleep. A fitful dream. All of your favorite pants gone. Jeff, the kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade, make amends. Hey, Jeff, no hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home, and I just want you to know that everything is okay now. Jeff swats the overdue library book out of your hands. I see. Since this is just a dream version of you, you're still as much of a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Jeff suddenly punches you, knocking out all your teeth. Hey, if this was actually happening, I'd be really mad. You pick up your teeth and walk away. What a jerk! That spooky nerd from the refrigerator factory. Who invited him to your dream? Excuse me, I need to get past you. I think you do not belong here. In my own dream, I think I am literally the only person in all of existence who does belong here. This dream is only partially yours. This central vicinity is under different ownership. Whose ownership? I should think it's obvious. I have claimed this region of your dream space for myself. And who are you? And are who you? Accountant General Terence Poindexter. Decidedly not at your service. I would tip my hat to you, but you do not merit such a gesture. Fine by me, that hat is creepy and evil looking anyway. Poindexter's eyes narrow. He points to the weird device he's holding in his hat and starts beeping in a fast, irregular pattern. Do I take you to mean that this hat appears unusual to you in a visual sense? Well, yes. Poindexter arches an eyebrow. I must inform the president. You want to talk to President Coolidge about your weird hat? You have misapprehended both subject and object. It is the real president I must speak with, and the topic of conversation will be you. I see. Indeed, you have seen far too much. In fact, when next we meet, I will have prepared a remedy for this complication. He steps off the edge of whatever it is you're standing on and plummets into nothingness below. Well, that's a troubling bit of foreshadowing. Bookshelf is not behaving the way bookshelves do when you're awake. You grab the book at random and the bookshelf puffs out of existence. Vibrations of the nether zones, a new combat skill. Does he have the deed to your dream space? Hilarious. Oh. Who this? Alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing in front of your bed. What the heck? Who are you? They call me Don Toblerone. I represent a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized criminals? Like the mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob. The mob boss. In my room personally? No, I'm not the Don. That is merely my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation for Donald. Oh, that's confusing. It's been a matter of some confuscation, yes. I do have a sobriquet, but I do not care for it very much. What is it? Donny Thesaurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess they call you that because you like long words. It is very astute of you. Of course, this institution comes to no surprise to me. My associators have told me that you have handled yourself well during the conflagration of the refrigerator factorium. Do you actually own a thesaurus? I'm here to propound for your considerationing a certain proposition. Come again? I'm here to make you an offer. Oh, can I refuse it? Certainly, though your refusation would be, shall we say, unadvisory. What's the offer? From time to time, my collegiates and I have certain requirements, but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. At such conjunctures, we make lucrative arrangements with certain capable individualists. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture at which the junctures have been subscribed. So you want me to do contract work for the mob? Exactingly. Why not? No way. You can take your offer and shove it. Can I think about it and get back to you? Kind of weird. When I played the game, the Dream Wizard was a woman. Huh. We don't work for the others? All right. How would Deb wants to? We're an independent contractor. That's true. We do multiple jobs. What do we do? Well, Demon was first, so. I am begrieved by such decisioning. You have not encountered the last of us. He narrows his eyes at you sternly, then leaves the room through the window. It takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the latch. Hey there, Chabe. How'd you sleep? Fine, until a mob guy crawled into my bedroom window. Oh yeah, that window is pretty lousy. Anyway, the next antique I need you to find is a compass. The directions kind, not the circles kind. The Detectatron says it's out near Crystal Dream Lake. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. Do you have a car I can borrow? No, but I have something even better than that. 2 cars? 2 cars? A bus pass. Stop is out front your gateway. The stop out front is your gateway to a whole wide world of adventure. Well, swell. Fortunately, I couldn't get more specific reading than near the lake. Something about the place is making the instruments go all screwy. Here, take the map. Did you refuse to work with the mob guy? Yep. That's what chat wanted. That's what chat gets. This is a postcard. It has a map of the lake on it. It has a picture of the lake on it. Yeah, that's what the map is, a picture of the place. Oh, something's fuming here. Nestled among the books and papers is a book of old but still valid postage stamps with a few missing. They're surrounded with a haze of weird, shadowy energy, but you can still clearly see the illustrations of cute dogs on them. Wait a minute, cute dogs? It's just like the stamp that survived your luggage fire. Oh dang, of course, that stamp is what destroyed your luggage. All your best stuff was in there. Your clothes, your teddy bear, that tears it. This shadow business has become personal. I mean, it was personal already because Murray being your uncle and all, but now it's extra personal. Urgh. What's up? These stamps have shadow gunk on them, and one of them killed my luggage. Oh my gosh, I guess that was my fault. I ran out of stamps and I found those inside Murray's desk and didn't even think to test them. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. It's whatever is causing this damn shadow stuff. I'm definitely gonna put a stop to it though. Wait, how many of these stamps have you used? Just one, thankfully. The rest must have already been gone when Murray found them. Well, it's good news at least. Wow, look at it. Look at what? Gabby's skin. What? Gabby holds out an arm. Her skin does seem a little different, like it's getting tougher and leatherier in places. Gabby is adapting to the prevalent conditions. Haha. 3 physical armor. I didn't know goblins could do that. I'm a little jealous. Alrighty, but I do believe we will call it there for tonight. Don't forget, we got another stream in 2 hours. We're going to be playing some Baldur's Gate 2. So tune into that if you're interested. And if not, thanks for watching, everyone. And we'll see you next time.